doing good. Since I last saw you, how have things been?
Things have been going okay. I've been really stressed out lately over school and
Mhm.
track.
And tell me more about track.
Track means a lot to me. It's something I think about every day. I
Mhm.
work really hard. I put all of my time and energy into track, and it's something that I really want to pursue in the future.
Mhm. What I'm hearing is uh, track is a large passion for you, and
hmm
it's something that you really, really enjoy.
Yeah,
And but it's also putting extra pressure on you. Could you tell me more about that?
yeah, I just feel like I've been doing track my whole life,
Mhm.
so I've gotten pretty good at it, and I feel like a lot of people rely on me now, like in my team or even
Mhm.
just my family. I come from a family that values hard work and achievement, so I feel like I'm always having to do better than what I can do, and it just puts a lot of stress on me.
Tell me more about your dynamic with your family.
They're really supportive of me and what
Mhm.
I do, but I know deep down they want me to do better. They want me to be the best that I can be. And I'm always trying to be my best,
Mhm.
but I feel like I can never be good enough for them. And it just gives me a lot of anxiety having to push myself so hard.
Mhm. I hear you. How does that anxiety um, that you're experiencing, how does that tie into both your academics and track and field?
Yeah, it seems to really affect my school because I feel like right now I prioritize track
Mhm.
over school, and obviously they go hand in hand, and I need to do well in school to continue pursuing track. So it seems to be really negatively affecting my schoolwork just because I'm constantly thinking and putting time and work into track.
Mhm. And you said that um, it seems like you're putting track above your schoolwork. Is that something that you necessarily want to do, or is that just a consequence of how things have been happening for you?
It's kind of both. I
Mhm.
definitely want to do my best in track, so I tend to
Mhm.
prioritize track over school,
Mhm.
but it's also like my family's pressure. I know that they want me to do better and they want me to do good in track too, so it's just really hard.
Mhm. Um, so, what part of what part of that dynamic do you think that needs any change or doesn't need any change? In what
Um,
direction are you looking?
I feel like maybe the pressure that's put on me by my parents could alleviate a lot of my stress and anxiety. I've tried talking to them about it, but they're pretty stuck on the fact that I need to do better and be my best and be like my siblings.
Mhm. So what I'm hearing is um, your parents they put a lot of pressure on you to succeed,
hmm
and even when you do succeed, um, you still feel like there is a large pressure there, correct?
Yeah, I feel like I can never be good enough for them,
Mm.
and that makes me really upset because every day I wake up and I feel like I'm a disappointment to them, and then that just that on top of all the burnout that I'm feeling because I'm putting all of my time and energy into track and school, it's just really exhausting.
Mhm. Um, in terms of feeling as though, like you said, that you feel like you're a disappointment, where does that come from other than your own mind? Not to say you're incorrect or anything. It's just where do you see that coming from?
I'm not really sure. I think it's just the fact that I never get my parents' approval. They never tell me that I'm doing good or that they're proud of me. It's just kind of up to me to believe that. And these days, I don't really believe that I'm doing good or the best that I can.
That sounds difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
Um, with uh, your parents aside, um, do you think that there's anything in your either daily routine or um, like just how you carry yourself that could possibly be different? Because in my experience, I have I've dealt with people who a lot of the times undervalue themselves because of those around them, and in looking within themselves and kind of, I mean, in some cases, like maybe journaling or thinking more positively will positively impact themselves going forward. Do you think that that is something that could help you?
Yeah, that's something I could definitely try. I just feel like maybe having more communication with my parents and letting them know that I don't always want to be the best and that I don't want to push myself so hard. I think that could definitely improve my self-esteem. Um, yeah.
In your dynamic with your parents, is it like something plausible to talk to them about how they talk to you and what their expectations of you are? Is there something that you could say or at least do to kind of take a little bit pressure off of you and kind of direct them to change their behavior?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely tried speaking with them in the past and it's never really gone anywhere. I always let them know how I'm feeling really down and anxious and how I'm feeling really burnt out, and they just tell me to just get over it and to try harder. So, don't really know where to go from there.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really sad because I love my parents and they're super supportive, but I don't think they understand the kind of pressure they're putting on me when they say things like that. It also just feels really invalidating to my feelings.
And that invalidation, does that carry over into your academics as well?
Yeah, it all kind of affects every aspect of my life, even like socially. I can't even go out with friends because all I'm thinking about is track and doing better and my parents and school. So it all really just affects my life as a whole.
Is there is there something that you can maybe do to kind of separate yourself from the sport of track and all of that has been, you know, surrounding that for you?
I've definitely thought about maybe not doing track, but it's really hard for me because a lot of my team relies on me because I am the captain, and it's hard letting go of a sport that you've done your whole life, especially when, you know, I love that sport a lot. So it's just really hard to let go of that.
So what I'm hearing is it's hard to let go of that strong connection you have with the sport of track, and in being the captain there's a lot of extra pressure to both be there and to perform.
Yeah.
And is that something that even if at some point you pick up another hobby or just find something separate from both your academics and track. Is that something that you think will will change the way you perceive your responsibilities as captain, or is that something that is just too overwhelming and you might have to make a change in the realm of being on the track team?
I think I would be open to finding a new hobby
Mm-hmm.
and exploring that, but I can't see myself doing that anytime soon
Mhm.
just because
Yeah.
I feel really attached to track, and I'm not sure if I'm personally ready to let that go,
Mhm.
especially because I've been doing it for years. So I just don't think I'm ready for that right now.
And outside of track and academics, what do you find yourself doing on a daily or weekly basis?
Well, I spend almost all of my time focusing on track, so I don't really get to have a social life, or I don't have time to do anything for myself. And I think that's probably why I'm feeling a lot of burnout, just because I'm always thinking about work or school or track, so it's really stressful.
Is there any kind of feeling of being trapped here?
Definitely.
Um, when feeling trapped, we kind of usually either want to get completely out of that situation, or we just find a way to stay in that situation because coming out of it is really hard. Um, do you think that you're in either one of those cases right now?
I definitely want to get out of this situation, but I think deep down I know that I'm going to stay in, and a part of me doesn't want to leave because I want to make my parents proud, and I also want to do good in track and school, so I just feel the need to keep pushing myself.
Well, that is a strength I see in you. You do seem to be very determined, even though you yourself have said that you're not in the best state of mind right now and have a lot going on.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, it's good to see how determined you are to excel in all your areas.